God. Season 8 of Music Train is back. I'm your host, Vessy Mink, and we are live with you here from Chicago. Shout out to X, shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube, shout out to all the listeners, all the supporters. Special big up to my guest today, the one and only Andy Cahan, the musician, the most famous that you've never heard of. Definitely Google the most famous musician you've never heard of. He's an amazing musician. He was a member of the Turtles and also is an author. He knew everybody. He still does. And he's here to tell you everything about it. I'm your host, Vessy Mink. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to Mr. B. Cahan out of Singapore, my partner and co-producer, artist director. And this was his idea to have a Music Train show. Didn't you know? If you didn't, definitely follow me on X at Vessy Mink. And a big up to our sponsors. Let's go. That was Morris Mills that you were listening to. Amazing, amazing musician on the blockchain. Also has music out. Strawberry Hill Records is his record label. You can check out morrismills.com. Big shout out to our sponsors. We'll see you right back here with Andy Cahan in just a few. The most famous musician you've never heard of. A rock and roll scrapbook starring Hendrix, Ringo, Nilsson, the Turtles, Little Richard, Dr. John, Seals and Crofts, Billy Bob Thornton, Ray Bolger, Grace Slick, the author Andy Cahan, and many more. If you are a rock music fan, you are undoubtedly familiar with such major artists as Harry Nilsson, Little Richard, the Turtles, Ringo Starr, Jimmy Webb, Seals and Crofts, Frank Zappa, Dr. John, Chuck Berry, Kinky Friedman, Lou Reed, Eric Carmen, and Jimi Hendrix. What you probably don't know is that all of them at one point in their career crossed paths with a musician named Andy Cahan, either musically or in other ways. And those names just scratch the surface. For more than 5 decades, the New York-born Cahan has served as one of the most in-demand collaborators in the music business for both studio sessions and live performance work. Andy Cahan is truly the most famous musician you've never heard of. Now, for the first time, Andy Cahan tells his complete story in a copiously illustrated memoir that doubles as a virtual history of the American rock music scene from the 1960s to the present day. Starting out in local teen combos in suburban New York, Andy relocated to the Los Angeles area just in time to become a vital cog in the California rock world of the 60s and 70s. As a virtuoso keyboardist who could double on drums and other instruments and also sing, Andy was a guaranteed boon to any recording project or live performance. His talents extended to record production, songwriting, band leading, and more. Andy Cahan was the glue that held many a band and project together, both in the studio and on the road. Perhaps you've heard of the Wrecking Crew, the troupe of LA studio musicians who provided the accompaniment on thousands of hit records of the 60s and 70s? Well, Andy Cahan has been called a one-man wrecking crew, and this is his story. He's here today for Season 8, Episode 1 of The Music Train. Welcome to The Music Train, Andy.
I'm happy to be here, Vessy Mink. Oh, my goodness.
Yay,
this
welcome,
is wonderful.
Welcome. Oh, my God. You're such a rock star. You know everybody. There isn't anybody you don't know. You've been rubbing shoulders with people like Chuck Berry, Nilsson. I mean, how did you? So, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you for being our guest. I'm so excited.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I've been wanting to have you on the show for like years. You and I met on Facebook when I think we talked about this when Facebook allowed, right? Facebook allowed a certain amount of reach out if you don't necessarily know, but you have maybe one person in common kind of scenarios, right? And I was taking a sync music licensing course called Six Figure Songwriting with Catch the Moon, Kathy Heller's Six Figure Songwriting, and with John Kleinbell and Sonnet Simmons. Shout out to them, you guys. And then I believe you and I somehow kismet. We met, and then I heard your songs.
And you got a copy of my book.
Yes, I did. And I loaned it to a friend and they never give it back to me. Do you know why? Because who would ever want to part ways with that book? And it is titled The Most Famous Musician You've Never Met. We have right here. Google that, you guys. Shout out to everybody on X. I see we've got 30 listeners so far. We're so happy you're here today. Season 8 is we have launched, much like the rockets that are going everywhere. We are going to go deep into the story with this amazing human being who has spent his entire life crafting his music, his networking skills with amazing musicians from all over the world, the most famous 60s and 70s rockers. I mean, Andy, please tell me, like, did you ever think that your life was going to turn out like it did? And how has music contributed to your very first memory? Maybe we're going to get a little bit of a jewel here with regards to your first musical memory.
Well, basically, I loved classical music when I was 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And my cousin gave me a drum set. So I started beating on the drums and doing all that stuff. Yeah. But I loved classical music. And then, of course, like everybody else on the planet Earth, I think it was February 8th, 1964, the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan.
Wait. And, oh my gosh. Sorry. Hold on. Can I play Hell of a Day right now?
Sure.
Can you tell me about Hell of a Day? It's only because guess who I put as the album cover? You and Mr. Can you tell me what Hell of a Day is about?
Yeah, it's about losing your girlfriend and then getting her back again. But the wonderful thing about this recording is the basic tracks were recorded at the Annex Studio, which is a tube amplifier ribbon microphone studio that Buddy Holly and Elvis Presley used. So it was the old-fashioned recording. And then I took that over to Mad Dog Studios in Venice, and we did the vocals and some overdubs. But I love this song. It's a great song. The lead singer is Mark Avnet. He was one of the owners of Mad Dog Studios. And Dusty Wakeman, another owner, was doing the background vocals. So it's a great song. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun.
I'm sorry I interrupted you. You were about to say when the Beatles hit the stage, and it's just that I just have this photo of you and somebody that we all know here, which yeah, Hell of a Day. Does it have anything to do with... Hey.
Some other day, you gotta get on.
Yes, I want to double that. What a sound. That's incredible. You mentioned tube amps. Wait, you wrote that song?
I wrote it, I produced it, I told everybody what to do.
That is amazing. I was just chatting with you in the private chat because we are missing that sound, that energy, that vibe, but not anymore, you guys. You heard it here on the music train. We have Mr. Andy Cahan in the house. You guys give it up. Thank you for tuning in. I'm seeing your comments live here. And shout out to X, Facebook, and YouTube, you guys. Thanks for restreaming the show. Andy, it's a hell of a day. Why did you write that song? I want to know because I love stories. And then please tell me about growing up in New York and the bands that you were in as a teenager. I would love to hear about that.
Oh yeah, well, in 1961, I loved classical music, and then of course in '64 the Beatles came out, and I wanted to be a Beatle. Yeah. So all my high school buddies and I got a band together called the Individuals, and I played a Farfisa organ, which had a left-hand bass. And we rehearsed every day, 7 days a week. We won all of the Battle of the Bands in Westchester County in New York. And it was really a spectacular, wonderful time in my life. And then later on in 1980, David Gibson of Moxie Records heard the demos that I made back in 1965. And he released an EP on me called Johnny Farfisa. Oh. And one of those songs called She's Gone Away was an instrumental. Mm-hmm. And a record company in Spain called Munster Records, they loved it so much. Munster, Munster, Munster.
Oh, I gotta write this down. I gotta write all this. Wait, is this all in the book?
Yeah, it's all in the book.
And the book, people can get the book, by the way, it's available on Amazon, right? But people can go directly to you. You guys, real quick, sorry to interrupt you again. I just wanted to let everybody know you want to go and get Andy's book. Here is the Venmo. That's what the best way to get it right now. I'm going to drop us down for a second so you can put your picture there. And here we go. You can take a here we go. And we're going to put our music train behind us here. And yeah, let's go. Tell me more. Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, so we did really good until my lead singer stole my movie camera that I was making all my monster movies with. So I decided to get revenge on my lead singer and steal his girlfriend.
Wait. You're serious, or is this a joke?
This is all true. Yes.
Somebody stole your camera that you were making the movies with. Monster movies, you're saying. So I didn't know.
My lead singer in my band stole my movie camera. Yeah.
So what happened that made that happen? Like, why did he do that?
Well, he was a thief anyway. He would steal. He would steal cars. He would steal whatever he could find. But he was an incredible singer. I
love you so much because you are still promoting him, even though he stole your freaking film, your camera. And so you stole his girlfriend. You were like, he stole my camera. I'm going to steal his girlfriend. Now, you might have liked her already, right? Is that possible that there was already some energy there?
Yes, and she was very happy to go to Los Angeles. So we drove to L.A. Wow. But on the way, we got busted in Oklahoma. We didn't pay at a gas station. So
Uh-oh.
the Oklahoma Highway Patrol picked us up and put us in jail. And then they handed me a pair of child's scissors to cut off all my hair before I can talk to the judge. And then I spoke to the judge on the phone. He said, "How much money you got?" I said, $75. He said, "Pay the man." And that was my little jail sentence in Oklahoma. But then I arrived in California and I started working for Pulsar Records.
Okay.
My mom's friend, Erwin Garr, owned the company. And the artist on the label was Graham Bond from England. He had the Graham Bond organization with Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce.
Wow.
So Graham calls me up. He says, "We got a recording session. Come on down." So I had my Baldwin electric harpsichord, and I went to the recording session, and Mitch Mitchell was setting up the drums. Lowell George was practicing the flute. Jack Cassidy was tuning up his bass, and Graham Bond was on the Hammond B3. And I was setting up my harpsichord. Then I felt something strange behind me, and I turn around, and in walks Jimi Hendrix with two blonde chicks, one carrying his amp and one carrying his guitar, and he sets up right next to me. What? And I tune him up to A, and then we played the blues for about 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And I was 20 years old, 2 weeks after I moved to California, sitting there with Jimi Hendrix. It was like unbelievable.
I have the craziest chills. No way! We need to play another one of your songs. Holy moly. What, were you freaking out?
Oh, it was unbelievable.
I mean, I'm sure you weren't like, you had your guitar. I mean, you're like at a level, you were jamming with Jimi Hendrix. So it's like.
Yeah, he was sitting right next to me, literally.
Just amazing.
And he was a sweetheart. As a matter of fact, at the end of the recording session, he lit up a joint and he was standing in the corner of the room. And he fingers, "Come on over." So I go over to share the joint with him, and a roadie guy comes over. So Jimmy takes a hit off the joint, and he starts playing the guitar with his mouth. He goes, "Wee-dee-doo." And then I started smoking the joint. I pretended I was the drummer. So I started to go, "Ka-doom, doom, chak, ka-koom, ka-koom, chak, ka-koom, ka-koom." And then the roadie guy pretended he was a bass player. So he takes a hit off the joint and he starts playing bass with his mouth. So we had a power trio in the corner of the studio with our mouths smoking a joint with Jimi Hendrix.
The debut of the Joints. Is there a band called the Joints? If you're watching this and you're a musician, you need to start a band called the Joints. That's a good name, right? What a story.
As a matter of fact, I'm really good friends with Stash Wagner, who wrote the song "Don't Bogart That Joint, My Friend." That was in the movie Easy Rider.
You're a historian. Obviously, you're a historian. You guys, I gotta just say it one more time. We're here with Andy Cahan. You guys Google the most famous musician you've never heard of. Go get his book. Follow him on Instagram at Andy Cahan, CandyCahan, and get up on it, guys. We're gonna do another song here. How about we do Chi King Esra? What's this one?
Now
I really like this one.
A really good friend of mine by the name of Ezra Mohawk wrote a hit record for Cyndi Lauper. It was a #1 hit. I forgot the name of the song because I'm senile. Anyways, it's a great song. Cyndi Lauper recorded it. Ezra was able to buy a house for her mom and for her. And she also wrote songs for Tina Turner and other famous artists. So we were good friends. And so she sang on this song called Chikang Kong, which I wrote the day I arrived in Los Angeles, 1968. So you're going to love this song. It features Maury Baker on the drums, and he's got two timpani drums
Oh my
that he
goodness.
plays on this song. And my really good buddy, Tom Levy, on the bass. So it's the three of us with me and Ezra singing. So it's called Chi Kang Kong.
Chi-Kang Kong. And, you know, Cyndi Lauper was the first concert I ever went to because she's my hero, one of my musical
Oh,
heroes.
wow. That's
I was
wonderful.
9 years old. My dad took me to see her. She held my hand and sang True Colors. I love
Oh,
Cyndi
my
so much.
God.
I mean, this
That's
was
wonderful.
when Eddie Money opened up for her in
Wow.
Chicago at a big theater, a big arena. Anyway, I just can't believe it. She sang on this track right here. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Wait, who's on the cover?
Oh, who's on the cover?
Well, I made these videos with the pictures that you gave to add an album cover.
That's
Chuck, isn't that Little Richard?
Little Richard. You can show it if you like.
Let's go. It's the cover for your song, Chi Kang Kong, right?
Yeah.
What's it about, this song? We're going to find out, you guys. Thanks.
It's when I was sitting at the top of the mountain at the Hollywood sign, I said to myself, oh my God, the clouds have come to cover the earth and the sky has come to witness the birth of a man who was seen alone in a world of his own. So I was like, 20 years old and stoned and writing this song.
It sounds
and it has a little lick called Chicken Kong, Chicken Kong.
Let's go.
Chicken Kong, Chicken Kong. So you'll hear it.
All right, here we go, guys. absolutely incredible. You just heard Chikang Kong, an original from
Chicken.
Andy Cahan. Chikang Kong. Chikang
Right.
Kong.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And and I made this little MP4s for you with photos that you sent me. So that is Little Richard that you saw with the amazing musician, songwriter, singer, multi-instrumentalist, author of the book, The Most Famous Musician You've Never
You
Heard
never
of.
heard of.
You've never heard of, and I believe you have your book. That's the picture of you back in the day, but you have your book right there. Right there it is. There's the book. There's a poster. I want your poster up in my studio. Andy, wow, I love that song. And that's Cyndi Lauper singing background vocals.
Ezra Mohawk.
Oh, Ezra
Ezra
Mohawk.
Mohawk.
She helped write it, though. Cyndi helped write
No, I
it.
wrote the song and produced the record.
That's
but
right. You said Cyndi. I guess I got confused. So
y-
Cyndi, what's the Cyndi connection to that song?
Ezra Mohawk wrote a song for Cyndi Lauper
Got
that
it.
had
Got it.
a #1 hit with. You can Google it and find out the
Ezra
name of the
Mohawk.
song.
You know, this is the first time and I'm sure that there are thousands of recordings of Ezra Mohawk. I've heard of Ezra Mohawk before, but I didn't actually realize who Ezra Mohawk. Can you tell me more about Ezra Mohawk and
Yeah.
our listeners, please?
Yes, she was the first girl to be in Frank Zappa's Mothers of Invention.
Oh my goodness.
And Frank Zappa called her Uncle Meat. But I had a band called Geronimo Black with Jimmy Carl Black and Bunk Gardner and Roy Estrada and Ray Collins from the original Mothers of Invention. And that's how I met Ezra. And I was living in Malibu, and she came over to the house and played me some of her music. And I was crying. It was so beautiful. She was such a talented, beautiful songwriter. Amazing. Ezra Mohawk.
And Ezra Mohawk is not around anymore. Did she pass?
She passed away last year.
Oh, she did. Sorry to hear that. You know, legends never die, though. We know that. And if you're listening right now, guys, it's your lucky day because we hit the jackpot here on Music Train with having you as our guest, because you could literally teach for a whole year on Music Train about all the amazing musicians and songs and all the stories. And in fact, you put it in a book. It's about 300 pages, correct? Your book is about 300
yeah, it's 345 pages.
Okay, awesome. And people can get it by going to, you could either get it on Amazon, guys, or you could go right over to this QR code. I'm going to do it one more time here so that we can just let you take a photo of it. Not take a photo of it, but actually just put your phone up and it will pop up a link for you to access. Let me just find it here.
If you Google the most famous musician you've never heard of, if you Google that, it'll pop right up and you'll have no problem checking it out.
Oh, I see. They can just go ahead and get it from you directly through that. Awesome.
Yes, it gives you the option to go to Amazon, or you can email me and I'll autograph a copy to you.
Awesome. Maybe I should add your email. What is your email?
It's my name, Andy Cahan, ANDYCAHAN @gmail.com.
There we go. Get to it.
All right.
Want the book? I do. I want to buy a bunch of them and sell them here in Chicago for you.
All right. If you're going to play another song, I have one request. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
It's a song called Late Bloomer.
Oh, I do. I have that right here. In fact, this song is so good. When you and I met on Facebook, I believe this was one of the first ones that I heard from you, and I was like, let me sing it. And so we have a surprise, guys. We've been working on it for a while. Things take time not everything can come to fruition at the same time. Seeds are planted and they all grow when they're supposed to. We found an amazing friend of mine, Charles White, who did the Universal Music Anthem Song Contest. He did the production on that song, which you guys know about, that contest that happened last year with a composer who reached out to me on X Twitter, and asked me, can you bring my musical dream to life? And here's a composition I made on GarageBand. And he said, I'm not a musician. And of course, Andy, when I heard his, composition, I was like, he's absolutely a musician. And I helped produce it and project manage it. And I found all the pieces, put them together. I helped write the song. And then we did a contest, and some people made some money. And the song is on iTunes, Spotify. It's called the Universal Music Anthem Song Contest, UMA. And it's featuring Issa, who won the contest, with Joe Nix and Asher Nix from the UK, with beautiful background vocals, as well as Danger Devon. And he did the great chorus on that song. So definitely check this one out, because late bloomer is, I guess, what I might be. Are you a late bloomer? If you're a late bloomer, let us know in the comments. I love this song. Here we go.
Wake up, late bloomer. Nobody knows you're around. It's time, late bloomer. You are nowhere to be found. Oh yeah, late bloomer. Nobody knows you're alive. Come on, late bloomer. You could do more than survive. No one to hear you say you won't run away. You've got so much to give, so open up and live. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's gonna come around to you. So everybody else, get an early start. Go ahead for now. It couldn't come sooner. Late bloomer. It couldn't come sooner. Late bloomer. What do he say? You won't run away. You got so much to give. So open up and live. Watch out, late bloomer. Your dreams are waiting for you. That's right, late bloomer. It is the time of your life. Go now, late bloomer. Leave all your worries behind. Oh yeah, late bloomer. It's time, cross over the line. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's gonna come around to you. So everybody else, get an early start. Go ahead for now. It couldn't come sooner. Late bloomer. It couldn't come sooner. Late bloomer. Late bloomer.
Oh, Andy, I love that song so much.
Me too. It's my
So
favorite
good.
song.
Is it out of all of them? All of them. How many songs have you written?
About 300 so
Oh
far.
my gosh. This song is just, I know I did my take on it, but it's got this reggae feel, and I love the reggae feel. In fact, today I have a special surprise for you guys. I hope it's okay that I'm using this. About 2 weeks ago, I flew to San Diego to play the Celebration of Awakening Festival. My friend is a Buddhist teacher, has taught Buddhism. He's from Tibet, Lam Langnan. He's taught for, I don't know, over 30 years Buddhism. And he had a festival, and a woman named Makita was there, who opened up the first vegetarian restaurant in San Diego. And she was saying she hung out and produced and worked with Bob Marley and all these amazing musicians. Of course, Bob Marley, close to my heart forever. On the day I was born, he had a show on that day with the Wailers in Chicago. Literally the day, the month, and the year that I was born. I didn't find that out till like, I don't know, 25 years later, but that's crazy. I love Bob. So check out this. I hope I don't get in trouble for using it. I saw it on social media. I did a screen record. I got to share what Bob said. Here we go.
Do you have to smoke to be a Rasta?
No, man. But in this time, I mean, like, for instance, you're reaching a sense where you're strong enough, can take a little smoke. So when all them car pass, although you live in the city, you don't hear it because you're thinking. Differently if you just live so. Then, you know what I mean, the whole world confused you and you're worried and you don't have no time to think. And herb is a thing that give you a little time for yourself so you can live, if you use it.
What about alcohol?
Alcohol make you drunk, man. It don't make you meditate, it just make you drunk. When you drink alcohol, you don't meditate. You're more get-headed. Herb is more a consciousness.
Do you have to smoke to be...
Isn't that amazing?
I love Bob Marley. I with Flo and Eddie, the Turtles.
Yes.
We used to sit in the office and listen to Bob Marley all day long. It was like, you know,
it's like church. It's like
it was.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Turtles. So good day, sunshine. Wait, no. So happy together. Hold on, I mixed. I got my jukebox in my brain. So wait,
I love it.
The Turtles. You were in the Turtles, like the Turtles, like happy together Turtles. So happy.
Yes.
Could you please start sharing about that?
Yes, 40, well, in 1973, I met Mark Volman and Howard Kalin at a rehearsal for a movie called 200 Motels that Frank Zappa was doing because my partner, Jimmy Carl Black, in that band, Geronimo Black, was told he was going to be in the movie. So that's where I met Flo and Eddie at that rehearsal because they sang the background vocals on a song called Lonesome Cowboy Bert that Jimmy sang in the movie.
Amazing.
So later on, I was doing some organ overdubs on a Let the Good Times Roll movie soundtrack with Little Richard. Wow. And it was at Cherokee Studio. And Flo and Eddie were there at the studio doing a adult X-rated cartoon called Dirty Duck. So we met. Yeah, so we met in the studio, and they asked the engineer Bruce Robb to go on the road and play keyboards, but he couldn't do it because he was the engineer in the studio. Yeah. So they came up to me and they said, "How would you like to go on the road with us?" And that's 1973. And so I was with the Turtles for 40 years, playing with them and touring Australia and Europe and the United States. And it was the most amazing time of my life. I got to meet every celebrity musician you can possibly imagine because of my relationship with the Turtles.
Amazing. That 40 years. That's crazy. I mean,
know.
I didn't know you were with them for 40 years.
Yeah.
So guys, we've got a legend in the house. Andy Cahan is here. You are hearing stories right from the heart of this man who, as you heard it, was born in New Rochelle, right? New Rochelle, New York. You started in the music scene as a teenager, correct?
Yes.
You were in, what did it say here? I saw your... Yeah, with the arrival of the Beatles, you were like, I want that. That has to be what I do. I remember when John Lennon died, I was just like, I don't know, very young. But I cried and I remember, and the light that was coming through the dining room, and my sister put the LP on, and she had said that he had died. And it was just a very heartbreaking day. But I'll never forget, it was like the golden hour coming, the light coming through the second story apartment building in Rogers Park, Chicago.
Wow.
And John Lennon, just what that meant. Little did I really know what that meant. We're kind of in similar times. We're in revolutionary times. I wish I could say we're in evolutionary times, but it just seems to be that history is repeating itself in one way or another. Although I do find that there's a lot of kindness in the world, and that when we focus on the kindness that's in the world, like this show is a labor of love. And to have a guest like you on it, I just thank you for your time, Andy. I really appreciate it. If you want to shout out any of your friends and family, definitely now's the time. I know that they'd love to hear from you. And people are saying hello in comments here. They're sending you lots of love on Facebook. They're sending lots of love on YouTube and on X. So over to you, Andy Cahan. Andy Cahan and Vessy Mink show. You should
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to shout out love to my dear friend Maxwell Gale Jr., who was Wojo on Barney Miller. He did the forward in my book. I want to shout out to Laurel Lynn Parton, who is a cousin of Dolly Parton, and she is a spectacular singer-songwriter, entrepreneur. She's wonderful. I have wonderful friends in Malibu, Terry Moore, and great friends out here in the desert. Patrick Evans from Channel 3. So those are really great people that I love. And I'm just really happy to be on this show.
Yeah.
And even though we're going through a lot of tough times, music is the answer. Music will bring life back to us and make us smile. Music soothes the savage beast.
It does. It does. Speaking of music, I'm going to write a song. I got a shtick here. I'm going to write a song for those of you who are new to Music Train. Music Train was born on an app called Connect Club, where people tuned in from all over the world. You never knew who was going to be in the space. And my co-founding partner, BK Han, also my teacher, he said, Vessy, because he knows that I have a knack for writing songs on the spot, he said, let's ask the guests for a couple songs and write something on the spot. And I was like, that's a very good idea. Let's do it. And I recorded the live songs over here. Season 1 of the Music Train is all on the blockchain on OpenSea, the biggest NFT marketplace. You can go to OpenSea.io and find me at Vessy.eth. That's VESSY.eth, ETH. And you'll be able to see all the NFTs that I've minted on the blockchain. NFTs are pretty much just creating a receipt for the creation of a work of art or whatever it is that you'd like to put there. Let's say Andy wanted to put his book in excerpts as NFTs on the blockchain. He could do that and make them audiobooks. People could support him for doing that. There's that book, you guys. Google the most famous musician you've never heard of, because he's here today. His name's Andy Cahan. Get his book. You'll get it for a real nice price. And thank you again for tuning in. We are not done here. I will be writing a song on the spot, though, with some words from you, Andy. Are you ready for that? Should we do it now?
Sure, I'm ready.
Oh, my God. Look at the time. I don't want to let you go. We only have like 10 minutes left.
Uh-oh.
That can't be. I want to hear more. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
We'll go over a little bit. I can't say goodbye to you yet. Let's wait on the song. Okay. So hold on a minute. I want to talk Clint Eastwood. Tell me about Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, when I moved to the Palm Springs desert, I got a job playing piano at Clint Eastwood's restaurant called Hog's Breath. And so I was the house piano player for 10 years at Clint Eastwood's restaurant. So he would come in and sit next to me, and we'd play the piano, and he was just wonderful. Great guy. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Clint Eastwood. That's amazing. He's listening, I know. I think that the biggest sadness in the world is when somebody doesn't do the thing that makes them just excited to be alive, And if they don't ever find that, as you said, Andy, you said music is the continuum factor, really, to allow one to kind of like tap in. You don't have to smoke pot. You don't have to do any of those things, because music does it for you. Music reminds you of who you used to be, where you came from, nostalgia, your first kiss, things like that. And for the lonely, brokenhearted people in the world, I think it's definitely a reminder that we're all connected. That's what music does. It connects us. We have a few more songs here. Let's see. We've got we did Late Bloomer. We did did we do Hell of a Day? We did Don't Look Now, I think, is our last one that I was able to do.
That's a great song. I love this song.
Okay, do you want to set it up for us, or should we talk about it after and I'll just run it?
Oh, it's about a girl that I fell in love with, and the lyrics are don't look now. You know, I love you.
Oh,
You know,
don't look now.
so
That's so cute. You write for like Broadway. I mean, I'm listening to these songs and I can see them, like it was Hair on the stage in the back. Remember Hair, the big
oh, I loved Hair. I
I mean,
loved it.
would
Yeah.
you consider like, you need to meet Tony Parisi, who's written songs actually that belong on that are for a musical. Maybe I'll play one of his after I play Don't Look Now. He's fallen in love. Here we go.
Try not to cry. No, 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 no. Please don't let them die. Oh no. Baby, baby, want you to be happy. I want to be with you, darling. Yeah. No, 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 won't lose you, baby. Just can't be true. I won't let go of you. Now, baby, I've done it. But you know I'm falling for you. Don't look now, baby, you've done it. But you know I'm in love with you. Oh, I'll try not to cry. No, 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 no. Please don't let them die. Oh no.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
lot of fun. I love that song.
that's such a hit. I need to cover that one too. Don't look now, baby, I've done it. Don't look now, no, 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 no. When are
Can't you
you gonna be
see?
when are you gonna be in Chicago?
I don't know. I don't know. I would love to go to Chicago. I performed there many, many times with Little Richard and the Turtles,
My gosh, my
both.
mother would freak out. She loves Little Richard. Me too. Good golly, Miss right? Good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah,
What else? I mean, what an
Tutti
amazing
Frutti
performer. Tutti Frutti on Rudy. Tutti
and
Frutti
Rip It
on
Up and
Rudy.
Send Me Some Lovin' and
Oh
what's
my
the other one?
wait,
Saturday
wait.
Night. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, but is our dear Little Richard still with us? Why don't I know this?
yeah. Little Richard died a
He did.
couple of years ago. And
Oh,
so did Chuck Berry. They were all in their 90s.
wow.
See,
Oh my
I got
God.
to tell you, I was the music director for the Grammys
Oh
with
my
Little
God.
Richard and Chuck Berry. And we gave the award to Stevie
Wow.
Wonder for Ain't Too
What?
Superstitious.
Oh
So
my God.
so the rehearsal was me, Little Richard, and Chuck Berry backstage in a little tiny room with an upright piano, and we rehearsed all of their hit records the three of us, and I made a charts out for the rest of the band. But it was the most exciting time in my life working with Paul McCartney's idol, Little Richard, and John Lennon's idol, Chuck Berry, and I'm working with them on the Grammys as music director. So that was completely amazing.
How does that feel to like? And you're their legacy. You're speaking their words. You're sharing that with people. If you guys are listening right now, I really want you to tune into this and to share this with your friends and family, because once someone leaves, they're gone, and there'll always be someone there to remember if the art meets the soul. And these are the artists that we're speaking about, where the art meets the soul. Little Richard, Chuck Berry, David Kahn. Your music is also artist meets soul. I mean, that's it. That's what it's about, you guys. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I really do not want to say goodbye to my friend right here, who I've waited, I don't know, 4 or 5 years to actually be. We had a phone call. We had one phone call a few years ago, remember? And we talked about Late Bloomer, and I did a demo of it. I was thinking maybe I'll play the demo today, but Charles already has done something, so we're going to wait for that. I'm excited to show you. And do you have any questions for me or the ask of this show today? Would you like to share anything with your audience, your new fans out there? Of course, I want them to get your book right now. I want everybody to get your book. That's what I really want everybody to do, and to read it and to remember it and to share those stories. The most famous musician you never heard of is live with us. We're live right now. This is not a pre-recording. This is a live recording for season 8. Every episode will be live. And Andy, thank you so much. Over to you.
Oh man, I am so grateful. And I haven't heard your version of Late Bloomer, so at some point I would love to hear it. It would be great.
Let me get my guitar. Hold on one second.
Are you serious? We got 2 minutes.
I can do the whole thing. I have a demo. Wait, I sent you the demo. You never heard the demo?
Never heard the demo.
No, come on.
I never did. I wish I did.
I wish that I had the demo as an MP4 here to play, but next time. How about we have you on the show again?
Sure, I'd love it.
Yes, please. In fact, you should probably be my co-host.
I would do that.
It would be amazing, because we could have an exclusive where anybody that you would really want to get their story. I always love to kind of loop like a guest in to bring their favorite musician or somebody that they would really like to let's give the spotlight to this person. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's such an amazing thing to do for our friends and people that we love. Hold on, late bloomer. Nobody knows you're around. Come here, late bloomer. You got a beautiful sound. I mean, that's part. But I mean,
you have a great voice. I love your voice.
So now it's come to the time to do the song for you. So 3 words. And is this in tune? Is it good enough, right? Yeah, if you have 3 words, that would be amazing. So I could write you a song on the spot.
Love is all.
Love is all. When I woke up on Sunday morning, I thought to myself, love is all.
Love is all.
As the wind danced on my shoulders, I knew that my purpose was not to fall.
Love is all.
Love is all. Love is all. Ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-bum. Love is all. Love he's the calm. Andy Cahan's on the music train, singing a song with me.
Vessy Mink, Vessy Mink.
He's producing it on the wings of ethereal streams.
Vessy Mink, Vessy Mink.
Love is all.
Love is all.
Right.
Love is all.
Love is all. Now we gotta
Love
say
is all.
goodnight.
Good night. We love you.
Is all.
Oh.
Love is all. Love is all.
Yay!
We did
You
it.
have such a beautiful voice. I love your voice.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun with you. I don't want to say goodbye. Well, I know where to find you now. I'm gonna Google the most famous musician you've never heard of who's hung out with everybody. By the way, I have a Frank Zappa. There's the book, you guys. Get the book. Get it for a discount. Contact Andy. Look, you can email him right here at Andy Cahan. That's ANDYCAHAN @gmail.com. Get to it, guys. Get the book. Support this amazing man. Find out all the cool things from all the amazing people, musicians that you love, you guys. Andy's got his hand on the dial. He knows these people. He knew them. Some of them are not with us anymore. Some of them are still here. His amazing stories. Ringo Starr. Oh my gosh. How did you meet Ringo Starr?
Through Harry Nielsen.
Okay,
And
you had said, right? Yes, that's right.
I was very close with Harry. We were like high school buddies, and he recorded 35 songs in my living room. And I said, I got to meet Ringo. So he got Ringo Starr to come over to my living room and do some children's stories.
Really?
So it was just wonderful.
What kind of Ringo seems really cool.
Oh, Ringo is just amazingly sweet guy. Wonderful. Really great.
He in the town where I was born. I mean, I just love Ringo. I just love his voice and his demeanor. And he was doing children's stories. So see, I like him even more now because it's all about the kids.
It is about the kids.
Music for the children, stories for the children, a future for the children. That's what we want. We want the legacy to be that the world is in perfect harmony so that all the children can have a chance at joy, which already life is already tough enough. Life is already tough enough. They don't need any extra toughness.
I know.
Even though that's one of the things that the kids say these days in the tween years, 12 and 13, they say, you're tough. Like that means you're cool. I found out the lingo for my kids. You guys, you're tough out there. All of you. Stay tough. We'll see you next week with Pugs and Danger Devon for episode 2. Andy, you're invited every time we have a show to come and say
I would love to. Anytime.
It would be amazing to have you back. And here's a Beatles one for you. I love you. Oh, don't forget my shows coming up. Andy, I wish you could come to my shows. I've got a couple shows coming up. Let me do a shameless plug. That's them. I'll be playing at the Arcada Theater on the 14th of October at 7 p.m. I'm doing a solo set opening up for a battle of bands.
Awesome.
I'm not trying to win anything, but I just want to play some music. And then I'm playing on Friday, the 17th at the Blue Island Beer Company, opening up for Joe Ryan and the Drinkers. Shout out to Joe Ryan and Fondue, who's going to be there as well with Pugs. It's going to be an amazing night. You guys, I'm doing a block party in Lombard, a suburb of Chicago called Zombie Palooza on the 17th of October with my new band, Vessy and the Wellheads. Also want to shout out Shiva Fest, MIDI Punks, Howling Music in Nashville. I want to shout out David Duran, Artistry, Melody, Violetta Zeroni, Nessie the Rilla, Kirk DeSoto. You guys, there's so much going on in Web3. Andy, do you know what Web3 is?
No.
We're gonna have a conversation about what Web3 is. It's a collective of musicians who want to see great music get to where it needs to go, and the monetization of that great music to go into the hands of the artist, and not
that's wonderful.
Splurged on the way there, like pennies dropped on the floor. I also think though, like I've done music my whole life, and as far as like making money, I mean, music is a labor of love. I mean,
it is.
You know, sometimes you get really lucky and something might happen. Some people never have actually much luck, and they're the most talented probably. They just didn't know somebody maybe that could have like, you know, made something happen. It's also timing, right? So do you have any special advice for artists out there, new musicians or people who have been doing it for a long time like me, just to keep like them like, you know, remembering what really matters?
Well, you know what's very interesting? You have to do what you feel in your heart and soul, and don't let anybody tell you what to do. Stick to your guns and do what you want. That's my advice. And that way you're just going to be projecting your emotions the way you want to. And that's the way I feel. And that's what the Beatles did. That's what the Stones did. They did what they wanted and how they felt.
But they were already having that thing though there. Some people don't know. They're not out the gates yet, you know. Some people are like, they don't know that all they have to do is just a thought away. You know, it's literally just a thought away, like to quote like the Rolling Stones here, right? It's just I mean, you just got to know that you have it already, and that everybody does, and that we're connected, and that the inspiration. I mean, you got to go and listen to some records. Speaking of
the more music you have in your life, the better off you are. Music is the best.
Here.
Oh yeah. Woo!
Thanks everybody for tuning in the Music Train. We'll see you next week. I gotta sing something over this. I gotta do it. Here we go. Give me a word, Andy. Give me a word.
Funky.
I was driving down the funky street. Your turn.
I was feeling just like a funky meat.
And then suddenly I saw your eyes. I knew I was complete.
Funky, funky you.
Now we're funky free. Living by the California Sea. And
I see your funky monkey, baby.
I'm a funky monkey, baby. And I'm so happy.
You got the funky monkey.
I got the funky monkey blues. We'll see you next week on the Music Train. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to our sponsors. Lots of love. Andy, thank you so much. Love you. Mwah. Don't leave. We got to talk. Stay
okay.
Right back. We're just going to end the show. Thanks, guys.